a standing ovation for that man. Lee Broxham, you absolute superstar. A rock for this team and club for many, many years. His leadership on and off the field has been sensational. He's stuck with this team and club through thick and thin, and he's an absolute veteran. And you know what he is? He's admiration for not only this club, but Australian football as a whole. Well done, Lee Broxham, on a sensational career. And it was great to see, the whole crowd, even a couple Western Sydney fans applaud Lee Broxham when he come onto the field. As I mentioned, a standing ovation for him. And just to hear the roar of the crowd for such a great man was truly incredible. But you know what wasn't incredible, Victory fans? And it wasn't the ideal way to end our regular season. It was losing this game to the Western Sydney Wanderers. And why it was disappointing was Victory actually started off this game well. 4th minute, Victory scored. Fornaroli, sensational awareness, great vision, was running towards goal, knew that Mashash was providing a run right behind him, cut it back, and Mashash scores. 1-0 Victory. Then Daniel Arzani scored in the 15th minute. A great link-up play. And it was 2-0. But then we started to see Melbourne Victory go stagnant, the momentum drop, and the Wanderers started to create a spark. And that spark was created through Lockie Brook, who just kept going. His confidence grew after that sensational goal that he scored. It was brilliant. It was all class by Lockie Brook. And the Wanderers started to feed off that. They ended up tying it up 2-2. That was the score at half-time. Victory took the lead in the second half 3-2 through Daniel Arzani. But then the Wanderers end up, getting 2 goals to finish up the game. And they end up holding on and winning 4-3. I felt sorry for a player like Daniel Arzani because I thought he had a really good game. Not only that he scored 2 goals, but his creativity at times, and it was really structured how Victory were organising their plays and creating their goals. Fornaroli had a couple great chances, but unfortunately couldn't score, and the Wanderers get the job done. It was a do-or-die clash for them, and they did. And at that stage, they were, in the top 6, but after Melbourne City's win against Western United, it's all over for Western Sydney, unfortunately, and their season comes to an end, and Melbourne City scrape through into the top 6 and, create a finals berth for them. For Melbourne Victory in that game against the Wanderers, what I didn't like seeing was just how we couldn't close a game like this out. Because we finally, compared to our regular season, we finally had a game where we had some sensational chances, and most importantly, those opportunities, were absolutely nailed. There was goals scored. There was confidence from players to press forward and take their shots. But unfortunately, we coughed this game up and couldn't close the game out. And it's disappointing to not end the regular season on a high. Yes, we still make finals, but it's still disappointing that we couldn't get the job done against the Wanderers after some great plays and goals. For those who want to blame the officiating, I don't mind. Look, yes, there were... He let a lot go, the referee. Don't get me wrong. He let a lot go. But I like that it's a consistent, free-flowing game. A couple... For both sides, probably the wrong call, especially Fornaroli getting held a lot. I thought it should have been a free kick a couple of times. But don't blame the refereeing, Victory fans. Blame the team who couldn't close this game out. And it's a real shame. All season we've relied on Bruno Fornaroli to score our goals on a consistent basis. Finally, we see Daniel Arzani and Zinedine Mashash get goals. And, we finally see different scorers for Melbourne Victory and great plays. But unfortunately, they can't wrap a game up and close it out solidly as a team. Victory still in the finals, and let's move on to the Elimination Final against Melbourne City. It's a Melbourne derby. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be a very tough game, that's for sure. It's on Sunday at 3 p.m, the 5th of May. The scheduling, not the best decision, that's for sure. It's Orthodox Easter. It's at 3 p.m, a difficult time for many families. The A-League really should have done it on the Saturday night for a spectacle, and I know they can't because of the Women's Grand Final. I would have liked to see a doubleheader, but it's Melbourne City hosting in the Women's Grand Final, and then Victory hosting in the Men's Elimination Final, so that wouldn't work. It's on the Sunday at 3 p.m. I would have liked to see it at a later time. 6 o'clock, even 7:30, or maybe 6:30. Something like that, to give families a bit of time to get to the game, to be a bit more accommodating for the fans who have stuck by both your sides, not only Melbourne Victory, but Melbourne City throughout this season and for many years. It's a real shame to see the A-League with a poor decision with the time slot for me and the day. But it is what it is. Let's hope Melbourne Victory can win. Wow, a Melbourne derby in an elimination final, it can't get any better than that, that's for sure. Go Victory. Did you like that recap? Well, if you want to see more of them, please like, comment, share this video out to your friends and family, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's all for free and it's much appreciated. For more content, make sure to check out my social media pages, including Facebook and Instagram. Give them a follow, plenty more sports updates and recaps on there.